The last time political geologists looked at sleepy Buckingham in the dead centre of England's green and pleasant land, the town was not sitting on a tectonic plate fault line. But if we're to believe the soothsayers, this historic market town is now in an earthquake zone. It's become a Wild West frontier town of gold and green, the colours worn by sitting MP and Commons Speaker John Bercow. Take a drive out into the leafy lanes and around the town and you can't avoid the feeling that everything is not as it seems. Something strange this way comes. Swanky country mansions owned by rich folk like former Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair. Pledges of loyalty from the Tory faithful for a candidate who's dumped his old True Blue rosette. John Bercow is pitching his re-election manifesto straight at the kind of voters who returned him for the past 13 years. In a general election with no party politics, no Conservative, no New Labour, no Liberal Democrat candidates, if you believe the horror stories, the good folk of Buckingham are set to deliver a big shock. John Bercow knows he's fighting for his future. If he loses his seat, he's out of Parliament's top job, the Speaker, which is why he's been playing up the kudos that comes with his historic Commons role for all it's worth. It has been his constant mantra at every hustings meeting throughout the campaign.
It is a long-standing convention that the major parties don't stand against the Speaker, and that convention is ordinarily, though not unfailingly, observed. It could be changed, and the House of Commons can be asked to look at that possibility early in the next Parliament, which would require primary legislation, but we are where we are. As I have been doing for the last 9 months, ladies and gentlemen, by continuing as I've done for the previous 12 years, to resolve problems, to take up your concerns, to correspond with government departments, public agencies, voluntary bodies and the like, the better to further the interests and protect the individuals of the Buckingham constituency. Reflect upon an advantage for the constituency in having the Speaker. I have better access to the people who make the decisions in this country than anyone else on this platform and than any other Member of Parliament. And since I became Speaker, as one member of the audience up there knows, I've had the local government minister in my office to address his concerns and advance the cause of his organisation. I've had the disability minister, the housing minister, the energy minister and the Secretary of State for Transport. I can see any minister on any issue on behalf of any constituent at any time. If any of these individuals was elected, decent public servants though they might be, they would have no allies and no influence in Parliament.